and welcome. Today, I will be teaching you a little bit about zoo archaeology, and you probably got to this video via a personality quiz that me and my group members created for a class project for Public Archaeology 460 at Portland State University. This project was created to be presented at the PSU Roadshow. So, you may be wondering, what exactly is zoo archaeology? Well, zoo archaeology is the systematic study of animal remains that are received from archaeological sites. Some of the topics that are studied within zoo archaeology are environmental reconstruction, subsistence studies, animal domestication, and ritual use of animals. It is also the study of animal domestication and animal husbandry practices. We study these things to learn a little bit more about human and animal interactions from throughout history. In zoo archaeology, you're mostly going to be studying bones, teeth, and shells. So, what does modern day studying for zoo archaeology look like? Well, it tends to be a little bit more analytical. And as time goes on, it's become a lot more anthropological of a subject. We are really looking for the adaptive aspects of human behavior when it comes to our interactions with animals. The middle range theory is really common within zoo archaeology, which is the empirical observation of the process and principles responsible for the formation of the archaeological record in order to interpret and predict efficient human behaviors and relations with the environment. So you may be wondering, how exactly does zoo archaeology actually affect us? Well, it's really interesting to see the relations between humans and animals throughout history. It can give us insight into how we've become where we are today. So some of the questions that can be answered through zoo archaeology are: what were our diets like in the past? How did animals play a role in our diets? What things were animals used for other than food, such as, did we use their bones for anything, their feathers, their skin, like we do nowadays with the leather products? How did hunter-gatherers actually get their diets? And even we can predict what human populations looked like in certain areas based on what animal remains were left behind. And so after watching all of this, you may think like, hey, zoo archaeology is pretty interesting to me. And you may be wondering, how exactly do I get involved? Well, as I mentioned, zoo archaeology is becoming a lot more anthropological in its studying. So getting an anthropology or archaeology degree is a great start. It's really important to understand some of the theories within archaeology and anthropology. Portland State has a great anthropology program, and that could be a great place to start. You may also want to get even a little bit more specific, in which the University of Utah actually has a zoo archaeology and field ecology field school, in which that may pique your interest if you really want to hone in on that specifics of zoo archaeology. And when it comes to what jobs within the zoo archaeology field, you're most likely going to end up in the research field or staying within the academics. But this is all very important research, as it really shows us insights into our past human lives. And so yeah, that's pretty much all I got for today about what zoo archaeology is. If you want to learn a little bit more about other subdisciplines of archaeology, feel free to take the quiz in the description below if you haven't already, and figure out what else might interest you. You can find the links to our other videos throughout the quiz. Have a good rest of your day.